Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're stepping right into a major milestone for Whitney and Zach Bates, because their family has officially grown once again with the arrival of their sixth child. But what really caught attention isn't just the news itself. It's how this moment was shared in a way that feels incredibly intentional, emotional, and different from a typical baby announcement. From the timing to the tone, everything about this post feels carefully put together while still looking completely natural. In this video, we're going to break down exactly how Whitney introduced this new chapter to the world, why the caption immediately stood out, and how the visuals quietly told a much bigger story. We'll also take a closer look at the reactions from the Bates family, including the exact comments that helped shape the emotional layer of this moment. And once you start connecting all these details, it becomes clear that this is more than just a simple update. Let's get into how this moment was revealed, and why so many people are still talking about it. Exciting news has once again come from the ever-growing family of Bringing Up Bates, as Whitney Bates and Zach Bates officially welcomed their sixth child, a baby girl named Ella Jane. Born on April 24th, 2026, her arrival instantly became a moment of celebration not just within their household, but among longtime followers who have watched their journey unfold over the years. With Ella's birth, the couple has now stepped into a new chapter as a family of 8, a milestone that carries both emotional weight and a sense of continuity. This isn't just another baby announcement. It's a reflection of how their family has steadily grown into something even bigger and more established. And as expected, the way they chose to share the news felt just as intentional as it was heartfelt. In Whitney's latest post, the emotional tone is set immediately through a caption that is simple but incredibly powerful. She wrote, "Our sweet Ella Jane, we already can't imagine our lives without you," a line that perfectly captures the overwhelming love surrounding this moment. There's no dramatic wording or over-the-top sentiment, yet it lands deeply because of how genuine it feels. The message doesn't just introduce a newborn. It places Ella at the center of their world from the very beginning. This kind of understated warmth has long been part of Whitney's online presence, and it continues to resonate strongly with her audience. It's not about saying more, it's about saying just enough in a way that feels real. Visually, the photo set tells its own story with a level of care that feels both curated and natural at the same time. One standout image shows Whitney holding her baby close, her gaze fully focused on Ella rather than the camera, creating a moment that feels deeply private. The soft pink tones of both her outfit and the baby's clothing add a cohesive, gentle aesthetic that reinforces the emotional mood. Natural light coming through the hospital window enhances the warmth of the images, giving everything a soft, almost dreamlike quality. Nothing feels staged in a forced way, yet every element works together seamlessly. It's the kind of visual storytelling that doesn't need explanation because it speaks for itself. Small details also play a major role in shaping how this moment is presented, particularly the repeated appearance of Ella's name. The embroidered Ella Jane on the blanket is more than just a decorative touch. It anchors the baby's identity visually throughout the post. In several shots, she's seen resting in a hospital bassinet, dressed in soft pink with a white bow that quickly becomes part of her signature look. These consistent visual cues make the post feel cohesive and memorable, rather than a random collection of images. It's clear that even the smallest choices were made with intention. The result is a post that feels intimate, yet incredibly polished. Zach Bates also plays a meaningful role in the visuals, adding depth to the overall narrative. In one particularly touching moment, he's seen kissing his baby, while in another, he stands beside Whitney as they both look down at Ella with quiet joy. These interactions highlight not just his bond with his daughter, but also the partnership he shares with Whitney. They aren't presented as separate individuals, but as a united front, navigating this new chapter together. It subtly reinforces the image of a strong, supportive marriage at the center of their family. And that dynamic continues to be one of the most compelling parts of their story. What makes this even more striking is the fact that this is their sixth child, yet nothing about the moment feels routine. There's no sense of repetition or familiarity dulling the experience. Instead, It carries the same emotional weight as a first-time moment. Looking back at their journey, from Bradley Gilvin, born in 2014, Casey Lynn in 2016, Chloe Eileen in 2019, Jaden Carl in 2021, and Lily Jo in 2023, each child represents a different chapter in their lives. Now, Ella Jane steps into that story as the newest addition, bringing with her a fresh wave of emotion. Despite the size of their family, they've managed to keep each moment feeling personal and significant. That's not something every large family can pull off so naturally. The reaction from the Bates family only adds to the warmth surrounding the post, with each member bringing their own voice into the moment. Carlin Bates commented, "Her name. I just love her," immediately zeroing in on the baby's name with her signature enthusiasm. Meanwhile, Katie Bates kept it simple and sincere with, "She's beautiful," offering a quiet but meaningful affirmation. Kelly Jo Bates added a more emotional and maternal touch, writing, "The most beautiful little angel. So in love with this baby already," a message that carries the weight of a grandmother's love. Each comment feels distinct, yet they all align in tone and intention. Together, they create a layered response that feels both personal and collective. Adding to that, Lawson Bates chimed in with 2 separate comments. "These photos are adorable," and "Congrats," keeping his response light but supportive. His focus leans slightly more toward the photos and the overall moment, rather than just the baby herself, which adds a different perspective to the conversation. Even though his comments are simple, they still play a role in reinforcing the celebratory atmosphere. The mix of expressive, minimal, and neutral reactions creates a well-balanced interaction in the comment section. It's not overwhelming, but it's far from quiet. Beyond the main post, the celebration extends into Instagram stories, where Michael Bates shared his own message. Alongside a photo of Ella in her bassinet, he wrote, "Welcome to the world. You are so very loved, Ella Jane." The simplicity of this statement is what makes it stand out, as it shifts the focus directly onto the baby rather than the moment itself. There's something especially heartfelt about the way it reads, almost like a personal note addressed just to her. It reflects Michael's softer, more reserved personality, offering a quieter kind of emotional presence. And in a sea of reactions, that kind of sincerity leaves a lasting impression. When everything is taken together, this isn't just a single post. It's a fully formed narrative about family, love, and new beginnings. Every element, from the caption and visuals to the comments and stories, works in harmony to tell a complete story. Nothing feels out of place and nothing feels excessive, which is exactly what makes it so effective. Whitney and Zach aren't just sharing a life update, they're inviting people into a moment that feels both personal and universal. And at the center of it all is Ella Jane, a newborn who has already become the heart of a story that continues to grow. So what do you think about the way Whitney and Zach shared this moment and everything that came with it? Do you feel like this announcement hit differently compared to their previous ones, or was it the emotional tone and family reactions that made it stand out even more this time? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, because this is one of those moments that feels simple on the surface but has so much more behind it once you really look closer. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want to keep following how their story continues to unfold, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.